video on how to get started editing your blog. The main thing to keep in mind is to just be patient, because there's a learning curve to it, and you need to kind of get familiar with the editing features and how to get there and play around with it. But rest assured, you really can't make any mistakes, because you can always undo whatever you did. So let's just start at the beginning. You've already created a blog, and you want to be able to get in and edit it. So I opened up my browser. In this case, I came to Google, and the blog that we are using is on Blogspot, which is a Google vehicle, and you can browse to that by simply typing in blogspot.com, or you can go to your to the blog that you created, which has its own address on the internet. I created one, so we'll use that as an example. So I just open up the browser. I'm at Google. I'm going to type in the address of my blog, and one I created for test purposes is called ffcommonman.blogspot.com. Hit enter, and there it is. This is the one I created just for test purposes. I've done some editing on it, which we'll look at in a minute. But if you notice, it has some information across the top, but the key is over here on the right side, where it says create a blog or sign in. This is where you use your Google credentials to sign in to the blog that you've already created. So that's what I'm going to do. Click on sign in, and it comes up to eBlogger, which is what Blogspot uses, and gives you the ability to use the Google email account and password that you created in order to get in to edit your site. So when you click on that, sign in, you should get this screen. This is my email address, my Gmail account, the password already in there. Enter yours in if those are blank. Then click on sign in. And it'll bring you to the editing page. And that's what this is. You see it says eBlogger at the top. And this is my sign-in name here, and this is the blog that I created. And when you sign in with your credentials, you should be able to see the blog that you created. And in order to look at it, if you want to see what it's like, you click on over here on View Blog. And now you will notice it looks pretty much the same, except now you'll notice that you have your sign-in name over here, as well as the ability to design. These buttons were not available to you until you signed in. So then you click on, in order to get into design mode, you can see what you have already. You click on the design button, and it takes you to this page. And here is where all the magic happens. This is where you'll be doing the editing of your blog. Let's just look at it for a second. Over here, you have various links that take you to the various editing areas that you're going to be interested in changing. Overview, the posts area, things that you're going to post to your blog, individual pages that you would create, any comments that you want to make or that you want other people to make, the statistics of who's actually accessing your blog and what are they accessing. If you want to be able to make money on your blog, there's the ability to do that there. To edit the layout of the template you've picked or the one you created from scratch, you use that. Right now we happen to be in that's why this is highlighted in orange. We happen to be in the template area, and then there's the settings button. All of these you will discover in time. We'll try to cover them all tonight, but in this particular video, but at least we'll get a start. So right now let's look at the template. You probably, if you've already picked a template, you'll see it over here. This is the one that I picked, and then below it are all the other various types of templates that you can pick. There's a dynamic view, simple, picture window, awesome, watermark, ethereal, travel, just to name a few. And there are many, many more. These are just the ones that show up here. But you can pick one of those to get started. If you like the one you have, then you can just work with it. So in this particular video, let's just talk about customizing the layout. We're in template. This is the one that I've already chosen. So I choose customize. I click on customize. And it comes up and it gives me a view of my template in the bottom. And at the top are the editing functions which I can which I can execute to see what they look like. I can change the back. These are the links over here on the left. I can change the background by clicking on the background. It will give me various theme suggestions by changing the colors. You can change not just the individual colors, but the the colors of the links and the colors of the other widgets that you stick in. You can adjust the width. Right now, let's take a look at the layout. You can click on the layout, and these are the layout that I currently have is in the bottom screen. You can see there's the title, there's a video bar that I've put in. Here are the blog posts. I've created a couple blog posts. One is the Constitution of the United States. The other is the Declaration of Independence. It also has a little bit of about me, which you can also edit. The pages that have been created, and then any archives for the blog. This is basic. This is just the basic layout. Don't have to worry too much about the content right now. We're just thinking about what it looks like. Up here on the top are the various layouts that you have. You see that the one highlighted in orange is the one that I currently have. If I want something else, I don't like the way that looks, I can click on that, and you see it change down below. So now the blog posts are here, and the other areas that were on the right side have now moved to the left. And if I want to apply that to the blog, I click on Apply. And then I can go and look at the blog to see what that looks like by clicking on View Blog. And you can see that everything that was on the left is now over on the right. Or it was on the right, I'm sorry, is over on the left. And you can do this for as many times as you want and switch back if you like. What I typically do, you see that it created in this particular browser that I use, it opened a separate page. I can close that, go back and say, I want to try this one. Go up to the right, click on Apply to Blog, and then View Blog. And you can see it opened another tab up here for me. And now this is what this looks like. It's a little bit different, a little bit more compact, with the blog archives here, the pages here, and the blogs that are there. So, close that tab out, come back here, and you can just continue to play with this to see which you like. I like this layout here, so I'm going to go back to that. Apply to blog, and you see it says template applied. I'll go to View Blog to see what it looks like, and you can see the changes are made automatically. With the blog archives over here, the links to the various pages I've created here. I created a Common Man photo and a Common Man video. So that's a way to get started. For this video, we'll call that a wrap. Just to review, we'll go through it one more time. Just to review, I'm going to go back to my blogger, and I'm going up here on the right. If you want, when you want to sign out, you'll have your name up here on the right hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sign out and go through it again, just so you can see how this is done one more time. Okay. I go to my blog, which is the same blog that you have created. There's the address, ffcommonman.blogspot.com. You can see I am not signed in. Click on Sign In, and it brings you to the Google page where you can put your Google email and password. Click Sign In, and you are now in editing mode for this particular blog, so that you can come over here to the blog that you've already created, and by clicking on View Blog, actually go back to your blog that you created. And now you have the ability to enter into design mode. Click on Design, and it brings you to this page where you're able to edit the various areas. That's enough for this particular post. Next time, we'll come back and we'll look at adding some pages and adding some posts.